Hi everybody, welcome to episode 2 of Sugar Pie Knits. I'm Sarah, and this is
Brenda,
my mother, and Jessica as well, my sister, lives in Quebec. She's part of this too. She's just not on the video part of this, but she does a lot of crochet and knitting. And we'll talk a little bit more about Jessica in a little bit. So our social media accounts, since episode 1 has aired, we've started Instagram. So you can find us on Instagram. The handle is Sugar Pie Knits East. There was some trouble getting Sugar Pie Knits. Nobody else has it.
Different name than the other ones, right?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I messed it up when I signed up. So by doing that, I made Sugar Pie Knits unavailable. So it has to be Sugar Pie Knits East.
On Instagram.
On Instagram, right. On Facebook, YouTube, and Ravelry, it's Sugar Pie Knits. And our email, sugarpieknits@gmail.com. Have you taken a look at our Ravelry? Or at our Instagram? Yeah, right?
Oh, yes. Yeah. I'm not very active on Instagram, but I like to look at the posts.
Yeah, I'd say we're most active on Instagram. So if you don't follow us, make sure you take a look and follow us. But we do try to sync it to our Facebook account, a page as well, but maybe not always. There's a little bit more activity going on Instagram. So what did you think of episode 1 after it aired?
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thank you everybody for all your support and encouragement.
And
it's really
views.
Exciting.
We love getting views.
Yeah, it was
I think we hit the 200 mark in views.
A little bit over 200 last time I looked, and I mean not everybody likely watched it all, but still it's pretty exciting. So I don't know if you noticed, for the show notes of episode 1, it was all in the descriptions. So right below the episode, you can go through and see any show notes of links to projects that we are talking about.
On that note, the error in last episode.
Yeah, there was a itty bitty error in episode 1. So yeah, Mom, why don't you talk about that for sure?
It was pattern that I had referenced, Van Polka by Melanie Berg. It is a pay-for pattern on Ravelry. I think I mentioned that it was free, but it's very minimal cost, but you can find it on Ravelry.
Yeah, we did put that in the description too, that there was a minor correction.
Yeah, she's excellent.
Yeah.
Van Polka.
Yeah, those look a lot like yours. Good job. You said you did yours a little bit different at one point, didn't you? Than that? Or was that the other pattern?
No, I think that was the other one.
Yeah. So that was episode 1, and it was fun.
Let's talk about the items that Jessica...
so we're going to talk a bit more about Jessica this episode. So she does a lot of stuffed animals. I wonder how many she's done.
I don't know, she's got a zoo.
She's got a zoo. I'd say, let's guess how many she's done.
I'd say 8.
Oh, I think more.
9. She's gifted some too. So this is one I received as a gift from her children, Penelope.
Hi, Penelope.
There. Yeah. So they had it came with a cute little note saying that they had played with it and loved it, and then it was coming to Grammy. So that's really sweet.
That I don't remember that flower.
That was my little doodad.
Oh, you added it?
Yeah. I thought.
Did the kids notice when they were home?
She needed some color. I don't think so. I think there was so much else for them
to
do,
they left not too long ago. In episode 1, we talked about their visit, that they were coming home to visit for a few weeks, and that's come and gone. But we had a lot of fun.
And we Skype. Thank goodness for Skype.
What was Jessica working on when she was home? She did the shrimp or the prawn. Nathan the prawn.
Cake shawl.
I never got to see her work on that.
Oh, okay.
Was it nice?
Yeah, she did it in the evening when the children were in bed. Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah, so that's Penelope. And then, yes, we did post Nathan the prawn on our Instagram and Facebook page. And that's Toft UK.
So cute, his picture at the beach.
I think all of these are Toft. The ones that we're going to show you that Jessica did are Toft UK.
T-O-F-T. Toft.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is from Edward's Menagerie. Think, because she's shown me the book before.
Oh no,
sorry, Penelope. There. Yeah, I wonder how long these take her. We have to ask Jessica. We should make notes. Watch this and we'll make notes about how many she's made and how long it takes her to make each one. Jessica, we have homework for you. Okay, and this is the second one that we have in our collection that my baby girl loves. I don't know if this one has a name. We call him ZB.
And that's his name.
The tail is the most loved. It's pretty raggedy. My daughter likes to carry the stuffy around with this in her mouth.
Yeah.
But this is a zebra. Really well made. I've made a few crocheted animals, and I find the stuffing part really hard to do, to get the stuffing
It's hard to
properly
know how
done.
much is
and,
enough.
And the seams. Like, and to get this on.
I love his mane.
Yeah, it's cute. Have you ever made a stuffed animal?
I made my chickens. They're not really stuffed.
yeah,
they
your
have
chickens.
a hollowed up. I'll bring them next time.
Yeah.
I have a hollowed up thing where you can stick a
They're
hot
cute.
egg in it.
Yeah, they'll be good for Thanksgiving episode
yeah.
or something. Stay tuned for the chickens. Do you have two? You have
Two
right?
chickens.
Cute. And then this one here is the newest. Jessica brought it home on her visit. And I don't know if this one has a name either. I'll leave that up to my daughter to name it. Maybe.
Dolly, isn't it?
Dolly. Yeah, she calls it Dolly. And she likes the hair.
The clothing, it comes off.
The clothing comes off. I don't know if this needs to focus.
It's really cute.
Yeah. I'm just going to check that I have the right. Okay, do you?
Very sweet.
Very sweet. And she said if my little one likes the clothing, she taking it on and off, she'll make more. So that's a little taste of Jessica's work. I have a banner she made also that I can bring sometime. What else do we have that Jessica made? Anything? I have a piece of the Dolly's hair in my mouth. On that note, I'm going to have a drink. It's not wine this time because it's morning.
Okay, I'll show my finished product from last episode that I was making on the Rose City Rollers.
Yeah, sure.
Is that fine?
Yeah.
Okay, here they are. Ta-da. They're really nice.
So those are the Rose City Rollers.
Mm-hmm. They're really cute sock. I think you have a picture of me wearing them.
Yeah.
It's funny when I weaved in the ends. I'm so used to weaving in the end on the purl side, and see how when this rolls over, it's on the right side. So, note for the future: if I make these, weave in the ends on the knit side.
Yeah, those are nice. And that is self-striping yarn, right?
Yes.
Mom didn't. You're talented, but that would be hard to do.
Well, I did plan out though that they'd match.
Yep. It takes a little bit of planning, for sure.
And this is the pattern, which is free on Ravelry, and is so many people use this pattern, Rose City Rollers.
I like how you have the patterns. I actually have a couple patterns printed out too this time. It helps a lot. So we'll try to do that.
Bryner. Yeah, and it's made for double pointed needles, and I did it on circular, which is a little friggy for me, but
Really?
I mean,
well,
it's great for the great pattern.
I could see why they called that for double pointed needles, because it's so you do one at a time, right?
You can, or you can do two.
Did you do one at a time?
I did one time. I don't care for two at a time.
That's why it probably was a little annoying with the circular needles. You probably had to cinch a bunch of the excess. Excess? Excess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cool. Well, my progress from last week, I'm still not done my exploration station. And I rewatched our episode 1, and I don't think I ever said what my pattern was called, so I'll get better at that. But this is the exploration station
I love that.
by West Knits, and I think this is the biggest, I'm showing the wrong side.
That's huge.
Yeah, the biggest knitting I've ever done. And why would I stop mid-row? That makes it really hard to show. Hey?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dear. But since last episode, I'm showing the wrong side again. I'm not a fast knitter. Although I do knit continental, and that's pretty fast, but. So last episode I was at the black, so here. So, which leading up to the point I'm at now is all mindless, pretty knitting. It's just garter stitch. See? But now I did the brioche, which took me, I timed it. Basically, I just timed how long it went. I went through one whole row and then multiplied that by how many rows the brioche was, and it took me an estimate of 4 to 6 hours. That's a long time. Do you have any idea how long your socks take?
No, I'll do a sock a week because,
Oh, that's pretty good.
So
1 sock a week?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then this part here, I kind of cheated because I stopped a row early and then just added in a few stitches to get to the number count that I needed. And then this part here, I can't wait to have it done, steamed or blocked, and then you can really see how lovely it is.
I really love it.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention about our knit-along that we were going to announce, but we'll announce it a little later in the episode, but we were going to start the episode by saying that we were going to announce our knit-along at the end of this episode. Oh, well. Yeah, so what do you think? Do you think you'd ever knit this one?
Oh, yeah, I love it.
It's fun.
I love
I'm
the
still not
colors.
happy. Yeah, I'm not happy with my colors.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, still not happy. Oh, well. It's okay. I like the ball yarn that just escaped me here in my last color. I really like that color.
Mm-hmm. So nice. So thin. It's
Yeah,
like
these
a
are all...
lace weight.
Well, no, they're all supposed to be the same thickness, but this one is much thinner. Yeah, do you want to talk about this shawl at all that I stole from you? Mom made this.
That's crocheted.
Yeah.
Yeah, my intent was to add some tassels to it, but I didn't.
Tassels.
Again, the little, I think flowers somewhere. I put flowers on it. No worries.
Oh, here they are. I didn't realize there was like a front and back. Those are cute.
Mm-hmm.
Mom, this is beautiful. Where'd you
like
get
it.
the yarn for this?
That was from Cricket Cove.
This is the cotton one, isn't it?
Yeah, that was from Cricket Cove, and
Cute front one.
yeah, it's called the Road Trip Scarf. Road Trip. Yeah, Road Trip
Back up
Shawl.
See it. Pretty.
by Nutty Owl.
It feels different. You could tell it was a different
Yeah, it's really light.
fiber. Yeah. So did you find you knit the same, like since episode 1, and you knew like there's a little bit more pressure to knit because we're doing this? Did you find you knit more?
No,
I did. I certainly did. And I didn't even finish my shawl.
no, I did not.
No.
So do you want me to show my other sock that I started?
Yeah, you started something else? Yep.
This
I should have
is-
posted that on Instagram. When you cast something on, take a nice picture and send it to me.
This is my other sock that I just knit down to the toe. And this was done on circulars.
See, you've shown those to me.
When they
And
were
this whole time I was thinking they were another set of Rose City rollers, but as we were talking...
Well, they're very similar except the cuff
yeah,
is
because
not
as we were talking,
turned.
you were talking about this cuff.
Mhm.
Do you have a preference between the two?
I like
Or they're
them
very
both.
similar
I like
to
them
knit?
both. And this is my second one, which just has the heel flap. That's on a circular. And these are my little project holders, project keepers.
How do those work? I don't use project keepers.
Well,
They're
you
just
know-
decoration, or they do something?
Yeah, they can be decoration. They're kind of cool to look at.
Oh.
But to mark the right side of your work, or where a row starts or a row ends. And I have a few others on.
Your progress keepers, I mean? I like that one. Where'd you get those?
Got this one. Oh yes, it's on my shawl. I'll show that in a minute. I get them at a Michael's in the charm section for jewelry making, and I think I got them on sale for $2 each. So
good.
that's a really good deal because they can be quite pricey. And you can find them in the weirdest of places. I just was looking at my hair elastics today. You know, these hair elastics. Well, look what's on here. Hello. It's got the lobster claw
backwards.
top. It's a little, and I'm going to use that for a progress marker.
Yeah.
See?
Cute. I bet
I
you at
like
the
the
dollar
ones-
store, too, you could find.
I like the ones, I like the ones with the lobster claw.
Speaking of progress keepers, I went to the Dorchester, like the Sandpiper Festival. Danny and I.
Yeah,
And
Dorchester. Whoa, I didn't know you purchased that.
yeah.
Oh, moly.
She, I don't know her name, but her company is Crochet-a-long Co. And she hand dyes yarn in Dorchester, which is super close if you're not familiar with New Brunswick.
Yeah. Can I see it?
And what reminded me of it is when I bought this yarn, she threw in this for free, a Progress Keeper. It's my very first one.
Is it a frog?
Well, she had some to choose from, and I really liked her crystals, but then I thought I'm going to buy the bird to remember the Sandpiper Festival. Cute, eh? That has the lobster claw like you like.
Yes, perfect.
So, yeah.
You know,
I'll use it. I'll just throw it on my shawl.
And they say, too, like, mark the right side. It's just fun to have it on there.
True. Or if you drop a stitch, eh?
Yes.
Oops.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, she had a pair of socks there that she had knit that was almost like a fade, too. Like, with all the yarn, all this yarn here. Mm-hmm. So, and I looked her up on Instagram. She has Instagram. I'm going to buy more yarn from her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have liked to at the Sandpiper Festival. There's like a textile museum. I forget what it's called. James something, I think. Anyway, we couldn't stay that long, but I really wanted to see their demonstrations. But here you wanted to see it.
I love it.
So when you buy a pack like that, like she was saying, she reminded me because I've never knit socks, so I wasn't thinking. But you divide each skein in two, one for each sock. So I would need your scale for that, wouldn't I?
I have a scale. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. I wonder how many grams each one weighs.
I don't know. I was hoping it would say that on the card, but I'll just maybe message her. Or weigh it, yeah. But yeah, so cute. I'm going to put this on my exploration station.
With the shiny bag, it's hard to actually see all the colors. But love it.
Yeah, I'll take some better pictures of it once I take it out and figure out what I want to make. But there, now he has a home.
Oh, now, isn't that cute?
Now he has a home. Well, where is he? Where'd he go? There. I'm definitely going to have this done, I'd say, within 2 or 3 days. Can't wait.
So nice.
And I've done good. I've been very tempted to cast on something else, but I'm not doing it. So, you knit those socks. You're knitting another pair of socks. What else do you have on the go? Oh, we'll talk about that in a bit. I have a project I want to start soon. And Danny's birthday's in October, so I said I'd have this done by his birthday, but we have a knit-along coming up. So I said to him it might be a Christmas gift. But I'm going to knit him a sweater, my first ever sweater. Very nice, eh? So this is by Quince & Co. It is a pattern you have to pay for, basic round yokes, unisex pullover by Hannah Fatigue. Doesn't it look like they're floating?
So nice.
Yeah. So I was looking and looking around for hand-dyed yarn so I could make it with like a local or hand-dyed, but it was like $40 a skein and I needed 6 of them, so I was like, I can't do it because I've never knit a sweater, so I don't know if I'm gonna actually do it. So what I ended up buying,
big investment.
Yeah, what I ended up buying at Cricket Cove was this.
Love it.
This was only $9 a skein, I think. No, there was another one I was looking at that was $9 a skein. Oh my goodness, it was 16. Still not bad, but and I only needed 4 of them.
Beautiful.
So Danny was there with me, and he picked
weight.
he picked out the yarn. So this is my next cast on after I'm done that exploration station. But yes, I'm also gonna. Is it raining?
Yeah, but we're under the tent.
Okay. So yes, so I'm also going to be casting on something else for our knit-along. Yeah.
Do you want to explain the knit-along? K-A-L, knit-along.
But we're also going to do a crochet-along. And I don't know if... I got to be honest, I'm not as involved in the crochet community, but I like to crochet, so I want to involve anybody because we want to encourage people to knit and crochet.
Exactly.
It's really raining.
We may have to turn up the volume.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a picture.
Well, we're almost done. So, yeah. So, I don't know if there's a CAL for crochet-along or what. But we're going to do knit-along, crochet-along, you name it. So, the theme is going to be...
Yeah, what are we knitting here?
We're going to be knitting shawls. Yay! shawlettes. So shawlettes are a little bit smaller, so if you don't want a big project of a shawl, you can do a shawlette. So we're going to be launching it primarily on our Facebook page, so you can watch out for that. Hopefully we'll have that posted the same time this video goes live, so there's no confusion. It might be a day or two apart, I don't know. But so it's knit along, shawls, shawlette, crochet, and the end date we were thinking is going to be around end of October, right? So there's going to be a prize. So the details will be a lot clearer once we post it on our Facebook page, but you can join in, and there's going to be different ways to collect kind of ballots or enter your name into the draw for the prize. So by even joining our knit along or crochet along, you can get, I'm going to get closer to the speaker because it's really raining, you can get extra entries, right? Is that what we discussed? So even if, I mean, the end goal, it would be awesome if everybody finished their shawls and shawlettes so that we can post pictures. But we'll make it a little fun as we continue to knit throughout the knit along process.
Can I show the one I've started?
Yes.
Cricket Cove, you can tell by their bag.
You're really yelling.
I know, well it's raining very hard. I'm also using the Remix Light.
Yay, twins! Cricket Cove.
Yeah. And this is my shawl. Isn't it pretty? I just cast it on yesterday.
So that reminds me of another kind of rule, is it doesn't have to be a new cast on. So when we launch this, if you're, I think it'd be fair to say, like, as long as you're not like 75% done or something, is
Holy Smoly.
holy schmoly.
Holy Schmoly. The
I love that.
unapologetic knitter. And they're for sale on Ravelry, this pattern, but oh my gosh, she explains her pattern so clearly. Just love her.
So you've knit something else by her?
Yeah,
Sorry
I have.
if I missed that.
So that's the pattern. I mean, this just explains it. I'm not giving anything away there. Because the second page has the actual pattern. So maybe we're going to have to wrap this up quickly.
Yeah, let's wrap this up. Sorry if the knit along explanation was confusing. The rain kind of threw us off a little bit. But I'll post very clear rules about that.
Welcome to the Maritimes.
Yeah,
Sunny
rain.
one moment, rain the next.
Yeah, we're coming out of a heat wave. I actually think we're still in the heat wave because it rained last night. It didn't cool down at all. Oh look, it's lighting
And
up.
there go the sirens.
Yeah. Okay, let me just look at my notes. I think that we hit it off. Okay. I feel like we didn't quite explain the knit along well, but we'll make it really clear.
Just if you want to knit a shawl, choose a pattern, choose your yarn.
If you're already working on a shawl, you can join.
And we'll have a date where it needs to be completed, and we'll explain how to enter for the prize.
Thanks. And we didn't explain the prize, so stay tuned. It's going to be really cool. A little bit of handmadeness in it by Mom. And yeah, some local stuff. Okay, thank you everybody for watching episode 2. We really appreciate all your support. If you're able to, like our Facebook page, share it, like YouTube, like whatever you can so we can get a little bit more followers. Thanks, bye!
Bye, till next time!